So I'm making today's video to kind of get you guys in the right mindset when starting Shopify dropshipping. So hopefully this video helps you guys out and actually puts you in the right path mentally to go ahead and start your Shopify business. So one of the first things I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys is don't expect somebody else to do the work for you. Don't expect me to do the work for you. I'm here to help you out, but I'm not here to do everything for you. Because sometimes I get asked like, hey, what do I do to do this and this and this because I'm not getting any results. And I go and explain them and I tell them and they're like, you know what, I don't get it. Could you just do it instead? And that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to do the work for you and you just reap all the benefits or all the profits. So don't expect anybody else to do the work for you. You have to do your own work. You have to learn from your mistakes. You can't just expect everybody else to always be doing your work when you don't get something just because it feels like it's difficult or it feels like you won't understand it, or you might be scared to fail, so you'd rather have somebody else do it for you. Don't be afraid of that. Just if you fail, you fail and try again. But do not expect anybody else to do everything for you. So don't have that mentality. Put in the work, even if you fail, even if you don't understand it. Just keep on trying. It's gonna click. Which brings me to my second point. If you're having somebody help you, that could be me or anybody else on YouTube. If they're helping you, don't be fully dependent on their help. Actually take initiative, do your own research while that other person replies. Don't be like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna keep on going. I'm just gonna wait till he replies and then I'm gonna go from there. Don't do that. Take initiative. Go ahead and think for yourself. I'm not trying to sound rude here, but do your own research. Be like, okay, if he's not answering in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own research on that subject, see what I find, and then when he replies, I'm gonna go ahead and compare what I believe the right way is, or what I thought was the way you do a certain thing, and what he tells me, and just kind of take the best out of both, or go with either one you feel that is the right way. So don't be fully dependent on that person. And you guys also want to stop focusing on the failures or the possible failures, because I do get some people that are afraid of the failures and that's why they don't start their Shopify store. So some people have told me like, you know what, I can't start because I don't know if it's going to make any money or not, or I can't start because I don't know how to properly deal with refunds, or I can't start because I don't know how much I'm going to lose or how much I'm going to spend on ads. And just all these excuses. You guys should just stop making excuses and actually go into it. Stop worrying about what you're going to fail in, because some of you guys like to say, oh, you know what, I would start, but I'm afraid that I'm not going to find the right product and my business is going to fail and I'm going to be a failure and I'm not going to be able to run a Shopify store. Or people that go ahead and say that, oh, you know what, I would start, but I'm afraid that I just suck at online things and I'm never going to make money. That's the wrong mentality to have when you start in an online business. Don't be afraid of failing. Don't make that as an excuse. Stop focusing on your failures, on your possible failures, because sometimes you might have a good business and you actually take off right from the get-go, like I did with my first store. And sometimes you might fail like the first 2-3 times, even 4 times, but you're going to get it eventually. Just stop focusing on what you're failing. And if you do fail, just take those failures as lessons. So whatever you messed up and learn from it, don't go and do the same thing and repeat the same failure and just get stuck in that loop. And just work out your failures, and what you're going to be left in the end is just pure success, or your formula to success. So stop focusing too much on the failures and take initiative. That's another thing I'm going to go ahead and say. You want to take initiative. This kind of ties in with the stop focusing on your failures. So stop worrying about if you're going to fail, how you're going to fail, and what parts you might fail, and actually go ahead and start. Some people have the excuse of like, oh, I don't get it, that's why I don't start. Or I don't start because what about taxes? I don't understand that aspect. Or I don't start because I don't feel like I'm creative enough to think of my own thing to sell. Or I don't start because I feel like everything's saturated and everybody takes everything and I'm already late. It's not the case. You're still pretty early on to take advantage of some of the markets that are quote unquote saturated. But the way you're going to go ahead and take advantage of those saturated markets is by standing out. You obviously want to try to stand out. Don't be like, yeah, I want to stand out and just keep on doing the same thing everybody else does, but actually focus, dedicate yourself on standing out, and something's going to click. You guys are going to get it. Trust me, it feels like you guys probably are going to be stuck in this loop, or you guys are probably going to feel like you're going to be stuck where you're at and you're not going to progress in life. But once you start taking initiative, that's all going to change. You just have to take that initiative. So just to wrap things up here, don't expect everybody else to do the work for you. You have to do it. You have to learn from your failures. Don't be too dependent on somebody else's help, and don't wait till they reply. Don't wait till they get back at you to actually go and start creating your store. Take initiative by yourself and do your own research while you're asking for feedback or while you're asking for help. Now, I just want to be clear. when I mean don't be too dependent on somebody else's for help, I'm not saying stop asking questions and search them up yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you truly have a question you don't understand, ask that person, but also go ahead and search up whatever question you have in your time and kind of come up with a solution to present it or to analyze it next to whatever you ask that other person. And the other thing is that you want to stop focusing on failures and just take initiative. The best piece of advice from this video is take initiative. You're going to regret it if you don't. I actually regret not starting this channel because I was going to start it about a year and a half ago and I just kept making excuses. So I'm telling you from personal experience, I'd make some excuses myself too. I'm not immune to that. Everybody does it at some point or another, but the best thing to do is to go ahead and leave that laziness, leave all those excuses and actually go for it and start taking initiative. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully that got you in the right mindset to go ahead and start, or it got you pumped. I also want to go ahead and let you guys know that the course will be on sale for this week. It's going to be special pricing only for the first week of the course being out, and that's it. Then it's going to go back to normal pricing, so take advantage if you guys want to. Again, link will be down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.